Janine kids. Oh look, there is such a huge fire there. It is so horrible. It will burn the entire garden. There are so many animals also burning in the fire. Oh no, it must be so painful and scary. Oh, so many Muni Maharaj, meaning Jain monks are present in this fire. There is fire on all sides of Muni Maharaj. They are going to get burnt alive. Oh, yet see, how are they seated so calmly? Their life is in danger. Why don't they just run from there? Kid, don't you wonder who were these Muni Maharaj? And why were they on fire? Did they die in the fire? Or did they survive? So many questions. Would you like to know the answers? Then listen carefully, because this is the story of Muni Vishnu Kumar. And interestingly, it is related to the festival of Raksha Bandhan. Long ago, while on Vihar, meaning while on the move, a Kampanacharya Muniraj along with his 700 disciple Muni Maharaj reached the city of Ujjain. Kampanacharya Muniraj had a premonition and intuition of some unfortunate event and asked all his 700 disciples to observe the vow of silence, meaning mourn. That is, they were not allowed to speak even a single word. All his disciples did as they were asked for. After some time, the king of Ujjain city, Sri Burma, and his 4 ministers, whose names were Bali, Prahaspati, Prahlad, and Namuchi, along with the people of the city, had come to seek blessings from Muni Maharaj. All the Muni Maharaj were silent and were in deep meditation, and so they did not even offer any religious preaching. All the 4 ministers did not believe in Dharma. And when they saw the Muniraj in silence, they started making fun of them, mocking them by saying that monks did not have any knowledge and hence were pretending and acting to meditate. After some time, the king and his ministers left from there. On their way back, another monk, Shrutsagarji Maharaj, was returning back after completing his ahar, meaning food, and the minister started making fun of him as well by saying that he walks like a bull. Now Shrutsagarji Maharaj was not able to hear the orders given by Guru Acharya Shri to stay silent, and hence he peacefully explained to the 4 ministers and answered all the questions they had asked. The same minister who earlier claimed that all the Maharaj didn't have any knowledge, when they heard the knowledgeable Maharaj speak in front of the king, they felt insulted. Later, Shrutsagarji Maharaj told Acharya Shri the entire incident. Acharya Shri said, "The ministers may come to take revenge, and hence you should stay silent the entire night. You should go to the same place where you had the discussion with the ministers, so that the entire Muni clan stays safe." Shrutsagarji Maharaj did as he was asked for. He went to the same place and stood in meditation pose. The 4 ministers, they were very cruel, and therefore they went there with a sword to take revenge that night. You know, kids, what happened? The moment the ministers lifted their swords to hurt Muniraj, their hands froze. The forest goddess appeared and she froze all the 4 ministers like statues. They stood there like a stone. They were not able to move their hands, and they had to stand there like that the entire night. The next morning, when everybody got to know about this, the king Sri Burma threw all his 4 ministers out of the city. After being thrown out of Ujjain, all the 4 ministers reached Hastinapur. The name of the king of Hastinapur was King Padma. What was the name? King Padma. And to make him happy, the 4 ministers helped him a lot. This made the king very happy and he offered them a var. So what is a var? Var is a kind of promise, a boon, which means that whenever the 4 ministers wanted something, they could ask the king for their reward. Here, Akampanacharya Muniraj, along with his 700 disciples, they were on the vihar and then they reached the city of Hastinapur. The moment the 4 ministers got to know about this, it reminded them of the past. And out of anger, they started thinking of how could they take their revenge. All the 4 ministers told King Padma to grant them the var, the promise, by giving them his kingdom and the rights of a king for the next 7 days. King Padma had to stick to his promise and full minister's wishes. The moment they became the king of Hastinapur, they started doing wrong things. The place where Acharya Shri along with his 700 disciples were stationed, they covered the place on all 4 sides with big wooden logs and turned it into a pyre and lit fire to it. At that time, Shrutsagarji Maharaj was in a place called Mithila. He had a good knowledge of astrology. And when all of this was happening, all of a sudden he saw a trembling star in sky. In the Shravan Nakshatra, that is a star, shining in a very special way. And he said, painfully. His disciple Shullak Pushpadanji heard him say this and he asked him the reason why he said this. From his knowledge, he understood that Akampanacharya and his 700 disciple Muni Maharaj were in grave trouble and subjected to cruelty. So Shullak Pushpadanji asked how could they be saved. Shrutsagarji Maharaj said that his disciple Vishnu Kumar Muni had Vikriya Riddhi and he will be able to help out. So, do you know what a Vikriya Riddhi is? It is a special power and the one who has it can change his appearance, meaning they can change into any get-up. They can make any kind of face, can increase or decrease their height and can take any form. Then Shullakji requested Muni Vishnu Kumar to protect those Muniraj from burning. Muni Vishnu Kumar had no clue that he even had such riddhis. Do you know what he did to find about the riddhi? To check, he put forward his hand and it went far ahead without stopping anywhere. Then he realized that he could change into any form. Do you know, kids, why he did not know about his special power? That's because the Munis don't need these riddhis. They are always in the meditation of their soul and wish to achieve ultimate happiness of moksha. Then Muni Vishnu Kumar immediately went to Hastinapur and met his brother. Now do you know who was his brother? It was King Padma, the king of Hastinapur. So he asked him, why are there such atrocities against Munis in your kingdom? King Padma felt very guilty and he bent down on his knees. With teary eyes he said, Prabhu, ruling this city is not in my hands currently. Cruel Bali took a promise from me. And as a result, I had to give him my kingdom to rule for 7 days. So I am helpless here. Bhagwan, now only you can do something to help us in this crisis situation and protect the entire Muni Maharaj clan. To protect all the Muni Maharaj, Muni Vishnu Kumar first quit his monkhood. Kids, do you know? Muni Vishnu Kumar used his Vikriya Riddhi, his superpower, to turn into a dwarf Brahmin Pandit. And then he went to the fire pyre. He started saying all sweet and nice things to Bali, which made all the 4 ministers very happy. A happy and pleased King Bali told the dwarf Brahmin Pandit, "It's our good luck that you came here today. Tell us anything you want without hesitation." Muni Vishnu Kumar, who had turned into a dwarf Brahmin Pandit, said, "I don't want much. I need only 3 steps of land." Everybody started laughing at him and said, "You have asked for something that is your size. Fine, keep your 3 steps on whatever you want." Do you know, kids, what did Muni Vishnu Kumar do? With his Vikriya Riddhi superpower, he increased his height so much that his first step covered Sumeru mountain and the second step Manushottar mountain. That means in just 2 steps, entire Manushlok, meaning the world where humans live, was covered. And now for the 3rd step, there was no space left. Everybody was scared. Even the celestial gods were surprised. They came from heaven and tied Bali. Bali and the other 3 ministers fell on the feet of Muni Vishnu Kumar. They felt guilty and started apologizing profusely and kept on saying sorry. When Muni Vishnu Kumar saw that the 4 ministers have realized their mistakes, he came back to his original form and ended the atrocities against the Akampanacharya Muniraj and his 700 disciples. And then there was peace everywhere. Muni Vishnu Kumar took atonement for leaving his monkhood, and then he did strict penance, after which he finally attained moksha. The 4 ministers also embraced the right dharma and became worshippers of it. Do you know what day it was? It was Shravan month's Purnima. This was the day Muni Maharaj were protected. To remember this day, people tied protection threads on their hand. And since then, this day is known and celebrated as Raksha Bandhan. Very good. Jai Janin.